Good morning. We are super jacked up, excited, very pumped about what we are launching right here, right now, today. And, Rock, the wealthy lifestyle system is going to change so many people's lives, combined with high impact products as well as unbelievable leadership, ownership, and coaching from this next couple that I'm going to introduce. Decades of experience coaching people to become their most excellent self. How many of you, raise your hands, want to be your absolute best self? Every single one of us. You wouldn't be here if you didn't want to. How many of you know 10 people right now that are not their best selves, but they want their best self, but they need a system that will take them where they need to go? Well, we've got something that nobody else has, combined with great coaching, great leadership, great products that to truly make an impact. So I'm going to get out of the way. Again, my name is Cameron Core, and I'm going to introduce you to my good friends, Mr. Rob DeBoer, my coach that changed my life almost 6 years ago, and I've maintained ever since. And his beautiful, amazing wife, Danielle DeBoer. So you two, take it away, brother. Take it away.
Thanks so much, Cam. We're excited to be here as a couple. I don't want to speak for Danielle, but she is going to be the other glue that holds this all together, because what we have is a very real opportunity here in so many ways. The backstory, very simply, how we ended up here. Of course, I knew Robert. Cam was one of my best friends 4 or 5, gosh, maybe 6 years ago, 5, 6 years ago. I got a call from Cam when he weighed about 50, 60 pounds more, who wasn't happy with who he saw in the mirror. And when we wake up and we're not happy with who we see in the mirror, we're not happy in other areas of life. And we've become very passionate. We feel called to helping people look, feel, perform better. We call it ageless living. And once we start helping people look, perform, feel better as they go through this thing called life, everything starts to change. Their positivity starts to change. Their attraction starts to change. Their territory, their appeal, their relationships, everything starts to change. And so when Cam approached me about coaching this community the same way we coached him, I thought, what an incredible opportunity, because the most important thing about Cam's story is it was 5 years ago. See, success when it comes to health, fitness, nutrition isn't true success unless it can be sustained. Danielle's been so instrumental in this concept of whole wellness. So right before we got the call from Cam and Robert and Mike and others about partnering and coming on as the community coaches for the Wealthy Lifestyle. Wealthy, I love Robert's marketing mind, how he spells wealthy, W-E-L-L. And it just really made so much sense to me, putting all these pieces together. But with Danielle coming to me and saying, hey, you're great at the health, fitness, nutrition, but it's more than that. It's the mental, it's the spiritual, it's the relational. And so if you would just kind of comment on your role, what you see, how you can sand off the edges of me. We're very opposite, but we're much the same. But I can tell you this, we've got some incredible passion, and then we'll introduce you to the Wealthy system and what Robert has put together behind the scenes, including something we're going to all get started with. So just take a couple minutes.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. I am Danielle, obviously Rob DeBoer's wife. About 8 years ago, I lost a ton of weight, and that was kind of the place that I started. And some of you are starting there. Some of you, that's like, I just need to lose a bit of weight. That's where I want to go. But as I went through the journey, I started realizing, wow, like I know yoga teachers who are not very strong. I know fitness coaches who are not very flexible. I know other people who are lacking in other departments, because we tend to focus on one area rather than everything as a whole. But everything as a whole is kind of overwhelming. when you think, oh my gosh, I have to start changing all of these things. No, but it is a journey. And I do believe that when you start eating better and you start moving your body more and you start feeling better, things start to shift in your life. And that's where I come in. I'm not a nutrition coach. I'm not a personal trainer. I am a certified yoga teacher. I do have a health and wellness certificate. However, food, all that, that's him. I'm more of the inside. I am the person who says, let's focus on our thoughts. Let's make things happen. Where can we bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be? And that's basically how it all started. But it all started for me with weight loss, which I'm sure some of you, that's where you're going to start. But this is just the beginning. Like, just write down why you're here, why you're starting this, what it is that you want from it, what goals you have, and don't limit yourself. And just wait and see in a year from now when you reflect back and go, wow, I can't believe that's where I started. Look at where I am now. Look at all of the things that I have accomplished. And then the next thing that I would say is don't mess up good for perfect. Just do your best. Don't stress yourself out. Just trust in the journey and plug in, and you got this.
Yo, so I would argue, I would say this: we want to pour certainty into you. I would say, and I would argue, people want to see faster body composition success than slower. I want to read this to you. I'm not a big fan of reading, but this is going to be the introduction. We're going to introduce people to the wealthy system with 5 pounds in 15 days. Over the next 15 days, many of you will lose 5 pounds. And just to create perspective, this is a 5-pound model. You know, Cam dropped 10 of these 5-pound white adipose tissue models. This is the squishy stuff between the skin and the muscle. It's overconsumed food, stored as overconsumed calories, also known as energy. We're going to help you create an energy deficit. So metaphorically, you're eating your love handles for lunch. But the reason I love Robert's marketing and messaging mind is because we went away from weight loss as being the driver to body composition. And I want to read this to you: body comp versus weight loss. And again, this is a packet you all will have access to, but the narrative is changing and it's been supported by science all along. The goal should never be weight loss, but rather better overall body composition. A system that results in less body fat, keeps and creates lean body mass, muscle, and ultimately leads to ageless living, looking, performing, feeling good as you go through life. But why does it all seem so complicated? I mean, look, there's no shortage of coaches. There's no shortage of experts. We like to kind of call ourselves the people's coach. We're not celebrity coaches, but we've coached clients that have been coached by celebrities. Here's the reality for many. You've tried other ways to lose weight, feel great, become better, but nothing seemed to last, stick, or stay. There's something missing mentally, physically, nutritionally, relationally, maybe even spiritually. The bottom line, you just haven't found what works, and that's where our wealthy lifestyle system comes in. The introductory 5 pounds. Yo, if you will lean in and listen, 5 pounds in the next 15 days is a way for you to make simple changes, develop discipline, and see some things start to work. What if we just saw some things start to work in our lives when it comes to this Better Body Comp Challenge? While most of you will lose 5 pounds over the next 15 days, that's not our ultimate goal. We really want to use these next 15 days to explain how the wealthy lifestyle system works and why our approach to whole wellness success is so important. We've divided our coaching into 3 categories. This is all credited to her: inside health, getting healthy from the inside out with single ingredient foods, mastering the necessary macros, occasional fasting. We've got a fasting program we're going to introduce each and every one of you to, recommended nutritional supplement support, ultimately how to eat for body comp success. Then there's outside health. These are all the getting healthy from the outside in by implementing the external factors: strength training, flexibility. We call it adult agility training, an up-and-coming category in the fitness space. Cardio programming, biostacking strategies like grounding, putting your feet on Mother Earth, cold water therapy more, and then mindset. Yo, this is so important and it's so underrated. Thoughts are things. Getting your mind right by changing pattern language, setting goals, practicing gratitude, exploring the power of prayer. Over the next 15 days, follow the plan we put in place just Monday through Friday. Be mindful on the weekends, remembering what you learn. We're going to teach you, educate you, empower you. And that's it. It's that simple. It's not easy, but it's simple and it happens fast. What I'm excited about is we start with just like a little checkbox. I don't know about you, but I'm one of those, hey, if I check the box, it's done. So we're going to show you, hey, do this 5 days a week over the next 3 weeks. And again, we're starting a new challenge on the 1st and the 15th of every month. So all this kind of just flowed together. This was a program that we did with our own coaching system with our own clients. And so we've got inside health, outside health. We're going to do a monthly, what we call a level 5 fast for any of you that have ever considered fasting, understand fasting, extended fasting. 5 levels is a 60-hour fast, but hey, you might make it just to level 2. And we're going to show how to empower you through all of this. It's all part of a 30-day cycle that we're calling the 30-day Better Body Comp Challenge. The mind side, we've got some checkbox. This is a great sheet. Like, this is the price of admission alone. And oh, by the way, there is no admission price. That's what's pretty awesome and amazing. But this is the Wealthy Life protein cheat sheet. You know, people always ask, how much protein should I have? How much, what are my fat macros? We're going to make all the macro math make sense to you. The big three, you know them well. You might not think you know macronutrients, but you do. Protein, carbohydrates, and fats, very different from micronutrients. We're going to explain all this. So, hey, how much does a whole egg have? What about an egg white? What about a 1/3 cup of egg whites? What about bread? Can we have bread? Do I have to wrap all of my turkey sandwiches in lettuce? And now we really don't even call it a turkey sandwich. The answer is no. The only diet that works is the one you'll do. We're going to empower you with what that looks like. We've got meal plans, ideas, and then here's where the good part comes in. Yo, I'm one of those, and we've got dozens of these, and I credit her with kind of our own Radway cookbook, but Rob and Danielle DeBoer way. It's not the only way. It's just the way that we've been coaching people. And I'm a big stickler on, I don't want diet food to taste like diet food. Hey, if you're going to tell me the pizza's healthy, I don't want it to taste healthy. So we've got the best pancakes, French toast, protein pudding, pizza, chicken Alfredo. We've got things that make you feel like you're not doing a diet. And that's where I think this becomes a long-term process for so many of you. Our goal isn't to coach you for 30 days. Our goal is to coach you for the next many years. Why? Because you see the value in the wealthy system. And this is just part one. When you see this wealthy system, Robert's got a great visual of how all these parts and pieces to come together. And the other thing, by the way, Robert, I got a shout out to you because this is great. Have you ever been a part of a company that, like, it's sponsored by multiple brands? Maybe you drink coffee. Maybe you love to travel. Maybe gut health is your thing, which, by the way, it's all of our thing. Maybe you just need a simple tool to get started. Well, that's where we're going to get started. Today, Robert has put together the wealthysystem.com. Robert, if you want to take the lead with controls, fill in kind of the gaps that I missed, and then we'll jump in and close this out and show people what their marching orders are next.
All right. Great job. Thank you, Rob and Danielle. And of course, Mr. Cameron Core. So today is normally we are going to have the challenge start, like Rob just said, on the 1st and the 15th. However, today being the 15th and being that it's our first rollout, we are going to say today is the beginning of the challenge, but we're going to let you enroll yourself and or friends, family, coworker, members of our network, or just your customers. Anyone and everyone are welcome. And the way that you or your people can do that is you simply go to the wealthy, WELL, wealthysystem.com. You'll see this website. And we just launched the website, and as we get through this first 2 to 4 weeks, this will become much more robust. We'll have much more information. This is what Rob just read. It's also in the PDF that will be accessible. But the point of this site is for anyone who is going to participate in the challenge. And I think I'm not sure if you explained this, Rob, but so everyone is welcome to participate in our wealthy lifestyle systems. There's a couple of different Facebook groups. This webinar or live is being live streamed into our main wealthy lifestyles system Facebook group that everyone can participate in. However, whoever participates in the challenge, the body comp challenge, will have their own Facebook group for those that are participatory in the challenge, which I'll show you next. But you also have to register to be a part of the challenge. Now, you don't have to participate in the challenge, again, to participate in Rob and Danielle's coaching and the other things that we're doing. Over the next week, we will also be in our various groups announcing which new Zooms or lives or coaching mentoring sessions that Rob and Danielle will have. But today is about the beginning of the first challenge. And if you're planning to participate in the challenge, you're going to have the opportunity to, based on some parameters we have not finished yet, but at the end of every 30-day cycle, we're going to be giving away free vacations, right? So that's part of probably why you might want to participate in the challenge. But really, participating in the challenge means you're going all in with Rob and Danielle with what they are asking you to do. Actually, you're really asking them to share with you what you should do. I love what Rob is talking about. The only diet that works is the one you'll do. Like that's kind of my challenge has been over time, on and off, body shaping and working out and being on diets, and now I'm friggin' old. Right? It's like what am I willing to do now? Okay, so anyway, if you're going to participate in the challenge, this is the only way you can participate, is you have to start by registering for the challenge. So you go to the website, you click on the button, or at the top of the page says register for challenge, and you fill out this form. Now this form, I'm not going to fill it out. It's 4 sections. The first section is just starting with your basic information. Obviously, we would like to know who you are and your email and your phone. We'd like to know your birthday, which is optional, just to, so we can really analyze the, different age groups of people that are participating in the challenge. Now, we would like you to, or I should say, Rob and Danielle would like you to, for the sake of, again, this is part of the challenge. This is what we call baseline, right? In other words, we need to figure out where you're at today, meaning how much you weigh today, what your measurements are today. In other words, the day you're starting the challenge, and also your pictures of today, right? There'll be some instructions again moving forward, but you can upload right into our system. This will not be publicly shared, your before picture or today's picture, so that later on you're going to submit your after pictures. You guys have seen Cameron Core's before and after, right? Using Coach Rob's system. So this is your opportunity to register. You can go to the site. It's live right now. There's only one prerequisite to participate in the challenge, and that is you have to have Curbix. So that means in order for you to participate, you will have to have ordered Curbix, even if you don't have it yet today. I know some people have only ordered it last week and they may not have it yet. I mean, Rob and Danielle don't even have theirs yet. We were tracking it this morning. It finally got to Canada yesterday. Canada, I know Cindy Brolin's rolling her eyes like, it's always a problem sending to Canada. I know there's nothing we control. But anyway, we're going to give you a few days if you're going to participate in the challenge and you haven't purchased Curbix yet, because as part of the registration, you are required to type in your order number, which you'll receive when you order Curbix. So when you go order Curbix, usually I think the orders numbers are 4 digits that start with the letter F, I believe. Whatever that order number is, you will get via email. You'll need to type in that order number and the email specific to that order number, because it might be separate or different from your email here. In other words, your wife or husband might have ordered Curbix on their account, and that email is different than the challenge account. So we just want to be able to track the order and validate that you actually bought Curbix as part of the challenge. We're going to give you until Monday to do that. But today, actually, I think Rob and I talked about, we're going to give you till the end of tomorrow night to register. So anybody that registers today and tomorrow, by the end of the day, will be qualified for this first 30-day cycle. And then we'll give you till the end of the day, Monday, for those of you that registered, to make sure you secured your Curbix. That's kind of it, right? So this is the website. Again, very simple, straightforward. We will be providing also by Monday or Tuesday more of the details of the vacation, the giveaways, that kind of stuff. We'll eventually have the ability to showcase the people in their before and after pictures. The way I see this in the next couple months, this website will be far more robust because we're gonna have challenge members and their before and afters. We're gonna have challenge winners, right? Also, this is geared towards you. I've replaced that picture. Hold on, let me see if it refresh it. Sorry, Rob. I know you told me to. See, I knew I'd replace that picture. Okay. And I think we're going to update this, if I'm not mistaken, to add Danielle. So maybe there's a picture of both of you. But anyway, this is geared towards, okay, I want to, for those of you that are affiliates and not just customers, this is your opportunity to invite people to participate and come to this website. Again, the challenge is optional, but this is sort of going to be the hub of the wealthy system, right? Even though there's a Facebook group, this is going to be the hub. All right. So when people are, here's an interesting component, right? Your opportunity to bring someone that might be a Curbix customer might come here and they might learn about happy travel. They might learn about red coffee. They might learn about nucleogenics from here, because when they come here and they click on the buttons, it's going to take them to the various sponsors. And by the way, you might be confused. Finally Labs is the owner of the product Curbix, so that links to my Curbix, right? Now, keep in mind, these are generic, meaning these are not tied to any specific affiliate. So make sure when you have your customers ordering or your new affiliates ordering, they're going from your link to order the product. And that's it. So, okay, that's number one. Number two, there is, for those participating in the challenge, we will be adding them in or inviting them into the Wealthy Challenge group. You can see it here. It's Facebook group's Wealthy Challenge. We already have some people in there that were participating in the trial back in November. Those people that had started, that you see some of their testimonials. These will be the people that are in the challenge will be the only people in this group. And of course that'll grow. And then this is the main wealthy zone. This is the main group that you invite everybody to, that we are streaming live. You can see this is got a screenshot from when we started, but we're streaming live into the Wealthy Lifestyle systems, which most of you are in. We have 62,000 people in this group. Okay, so Rob, that's all I got.
Awesome. Thank you, Robert, so much. Real quick, because I think this is important, talk to them about the importance and significance of a before and after.
Oh.
And it's not about sharing it even with anyone, but why it's so important.
But does anybody think, oh gosh, I don't want to do that? Like when you hear before picture, you're like, your back goes up. No, I'm not doing that. I don't want to do it. I don't want to look at it. I never want to see it again. I just want to move on past here. I'm telling you, even if you don't share it, you are going to want to look back at it. And I'll tell you even better, when I took my before pictures, I just took them in a bathroom mirror. Like I didn't pay much attention. I was just getting it done. And I love going back and looking at them like, gosh, this is how far I've come. And I wish I would have taken the time to actually take good before pictures because they're actually terrible, but I have them. So I would just encourage you guys, when you take your before pictures, that you take the time to go along a wall, something that's bare, something that doesn't have a background, where you don't have laundry baskets or kids or dogs or socks or shoes or anything messing it up. Not messing it up, but making it busy, where you'll explain, right, how to take their before and after
We've
pictures.
got all that covered.
Because nothing is going to make you feel prouder of yourself than when you make a layout or you compare your pictures to go, wow, I didn't even know I had a roll there. Wow, I didn't even know that looked like that. So just put it out of your mind of, I don't want to do it, and just do it and kind of put it in your back pocket until you need it again. You'll be really, really glad that you did that.
Good. The last thing I want to say is, y'all, I always put myself in the receiving end of all information that I share, that we share. And an important question I saw, I think it was Holly mentioned this question. Hey, I don't need to lose weight. I still want to participate. I want access to your coaching. By the way, everybody gets access to the coaching, but the high directive coaching, the specific recipes, the activity trackers, everything is part of the Wealthy system. And the reason there's a qualifier of Curbix isn't because Curbix is exclusively a weight loss product. You know, the reason I was reaching out to Robert this morning is like, the more I read about a secretagogue protein and what that means and optimizing all hormones, if you're someone that maybe you don't need to lose body fat, but you want to maintain ageless living, that's why this product's so important. You know, oftentimes we associate weight loss with what's ongoing in the media. Right now, GLP-1 agonists and the semaglutide story, all of these things are often associated. But when you start understanding and identifying and researching what we've really put together with this Curbix product, the reason I'm so excited about it is because it's not just about controlling appetite and making you eat less. That's an easy summary, and it's an easy story to share. And by the way, that's 9 out of 10 people that need that. But for the other 1% or 10% that, you know what, I just want to be healthy, I want to age well, I want to keep the lean body mass I have, I want to optimize my hormonal levels as I age. That's why we want people to utilize this product. So it's not a one-all be-all product, and I think that's what's so important. Now, there are certain products. I'm not a coffee drinker. She is. She can't wait to try the red coffee. I think we all, living in this day and age, need to address gut health. But we wanted to start very simple. We want to take small incremental steps. You know, when we say lifestyle, that's a big word, and oftentimes we kind of put a wall up and just kind of say, nope, that's a big word. I don't want to change my entire lifestyle. But if we start with small incremental changes that I'm going to commit to you, if you will commit to us over the next 30 days, you will change how you look, feel, and perform. Cam can vouch for that, because you will look different. You will feel different. You will wake up and perform different in just 30 days. But here's the best part. We always ask our clients and our customers, make sure you're asking this all-important question. Is what I'm doing here with the Better Body Comp Challenge, is what I'm doing with Coach Rob and Danielle something I can sustain? Gosh, I'm starving at night. I mean, it worked. I lost 5 pounds over the next 15 days, but man, I feel like I'm eating tree bark and drinking water and having nothing for a snack. That won't work. Everything we do is designed for a wealthy lifestyle over time. And that's why we believe so much in where this brand vision is going. So I'll throw it back to Cam, Rob. Cam, I'll throw it back over to you. Close us out.
Can I say something?
Yep, real quick.
We're all here because we want to do better, and we want to help other people be better. People are going to do what you do. So you may not want to have body fat to lose, but you definitely want to get stronger. You definitely want to change your body composition. You want to be strong and grow old. That's why we call it ageless living, because we want to make sure that when we're 60 years old, 70 years old, that we look and feel our best. This gives you something to post about, something to talk about. This gives you a post, something to put in your story. People are going to do what you do. So even if you're like, I don't really know that I need to do this, if you're here to build a business, you want to do it. Everybody's goals are different, but this is going to give you that content as well to put out, because there are people that are watching you that do need this more than what you do. So don't so much think about it as yourself, but think about the other people that are going to be impacted by the things that you're sharing and the things that you're talking about.
Well said.
Yeah,
Back to you, Cam.
Yeah, I'd like to say, going back to the before and after picture, I think that's one of the things that has kept me clear is where I do not want to ever go back to. And you forced me. You said, dude, are you good? Are you coachable and teachable? And I said, yes. He says, then do it. I was like resisting. Right now, you got two voices in your head. You got the boss voice telling you to follow through, to do it. And then you got, forgive the word, but you got the bitch voice, the voice that's telling you, giving you all the excuses, filtering out all of the different things that Rob and Danielle are telling you to do. It's telling you and making the excuses of why you aren't going to do this and you aren't going to do that. What you need to do is just throw up the yield sign and go, I'm yielding. I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to submit to the system. I'm going to plug and play on a daily basis. I'm going to do exactly, this is me. This is what I had to do. And so that progress, that first before picture, and even some of the other programs that I've done, like the 75 Hard, they have you, one of the 5 things that you do every single day is take a progress pic to look how you get, and I could go all the way back and just look every single day and see transformation, my body composition changing, getting better, feeling better, waking up clearer, all of those things. That's what this wealthy lifestyle system is all about, is listening to the boss voice, not the other one that sounds like witch, right? Because that one's going to talk you out of doing what you've got to do to follow through and be your best self. The other thing is, we all want to be examples, right? The first key to being successful in anything is you first got to simplify. You got to simplify the system. And what Danielle and Rob have done is they've created a system that's simple and duplicatable that you can do successfully every single day. And so what happens, you simplify the system, then you identify the people that you want to go with you, your accountability partners, your Curbix friends, people that are on the program with you, encouraging you, pushing you forward on a daily basis. And so you got, they've simplified it. We've identified the people we want to run with. Now, what do we want to do for our families, to our spouses, to our friends, people we work with? We want to exemplify. We want to exemplify the wealthy lifestyle. And when we do that, guess what? On Robert's beautiful, unbelievable page, he's been up all night, 2 nights in a row, creating this stuff so that it's super simple and plug and play. What is going to be on there? You're going to be able to share your before afters on our testimonial that's in the app. You got it in the app. You're going to have it on this website where you can virally share your story. And what is it all about? It's ultimately all about our story. 6 years ago, Robert and I've got a story. We knew each other before, but I just tapped out, raised my hand and said, I'm ready to plug and play. So that's what this is all about. So Rob, did you have anything else you want to do, close out, or are we good to go, bro?
I think we're good. Look, I just want to make sure you guys hear our hearts. We're here for all the right reasons. I think a lot of companies would, you heard one of the founders, one of the owners say, Rob and Danielle haven't even tried the product, but boy, have we done our research. And I think truth and transparency and a place that people can trust is really what is going to set us apart. Like the truth and transparency. We're going to be as honest as the day is long. We want to see each and every one of you win. And I believe beyond a shadow of a doubt, I'm putting my entire reputation. If you do what we ask you to do over the next 30 days, and we believe it's so realistic for you to do because it's going to be the only diet that'll work for you, and it's the one you'll do. If you do this, if you follow along, if you plug in, if you take advantage of our Friday fact check FAQ session, like there's a lot of value we haven't even mentioned that's coming. If you'll do that, you will see there is a way for you to have body comp success moving forward that you can sustain. So with that, get registered, grab a friend or 5, get them with you, grab your Curbix, stay tuned. You'll be added to the group. Content begins almost immediately. So we can't wait to see you. Thanks so much, Cam. Thanks so much, Robert. You guys are the best. We're excited. We'll see you soon.